Hey guys, so I'm just going to show you how I took this really dark brown hair and lifted it to this light brown goldish blonde color, my hair color. So I went ahead and picked up a dome cap from my local beauty supply store. It was like $2.99. I got 2 mixing bowls, which I already had. Yeah, some Wella toner, some Gold Corrector, of course some lighting lifting bleaching powder, some gloves to protect my hands, and then some developer, whichever one, and an applicator brush. So let's get started. Alright, so here I'm just showing you pretty much I trimmed the hair. At this point I was kind of undecided if I was going to end up doing a middle part like bob situation or a sidebar. So I'm just pretty much trimming off the hair. I knew that I did want like a specific cut, so those like, you know, as is ends weren't gonna be okay. I kind of got carried away and just kept cutting and cutting and cutting, as you can see, but whatever. And I'm just making sure that everything's lined up, you know, really nice and even. So I'll go through and do like some point cutting and kind of thin out the, you know, the ends of the hair so that it's not super bulky. And the hair actually looks really good. Like, it was really healthy and shiny. I'm just hoping that it would have, you know, stayed that way when I got done lightening it. So, to lighten the hair, I went ahead and took 2 scoops of the BW2 Lifting Powder. And then I took a 30 developer and kind of eyeballed it. I was looking for more of a, you know, fluid kind of consistency. So I just continued to mix that until I got that. And then you'll see where I showed you how it was kind of too thick. You don't really want a thick, you know, consistency when you're using bleach because it'll dry out a lot faster. So you'll end up having to, you know, lift the hair over again, or realizing that, you know, your product dried too fast before the hair lifted to the, you know, before your hair lifted to what you wanted. So I'm just gonna start applying the color, and I took fairly large sections, so I had to actually go through and split the hair, which ended up causing me to use a lot more product than I wanted to, like way more product than I wanted to. I'm kind of balayage highlighting the hair. What that means is you kind of slowly drag up the product. It's very similar to doing like an ombre effect. It's just gonna allow for, you know, it's just gonna allow for an even coloring process, and also allow for you to get those different tones and dimensions throughout the hair, because I ended up bleaching this hair 3 times. So yeah, I'm just going through, making sure that everything is lifted. And then you'll see where the color already started to lift. So that 30 developer with this hair like lifted ridiculously fast. So I even started to speed up and do even bigger sections because I was kind of like nervous on how exactly, you know, everything would lift. And I'm just smoothing the product into the hair, dragging it up, because you don't want blotchiness. Like, despite the fact that I'm probably going to go back through, well, I am going to go back through and relighten this hair, I did not want to have to do corrective color or anything like that. So do it right the first time. And you can see that hair lifted really fast. And I was actually moving fast despite this, you know, me speeding up the camera. I actually was moving really fast. So the hair took to the color really well. But of course, I was very impatient with this hair, as you'll see. I should have been able to get the color that I want in one process. but because I was so impatient and because my consistency for my bleaching mixture was actually a little bit too dry, I ended up having to do this over again. So of course I rinsed that product out, and this is me just blow drying the hair to get the hair back dry, so I can start this bleaching process all over again. I was not happy at this point. I didn't mind the brassiness, but I was just so unhappy that I had to redo this. So again, balayaging it up closer towards the roots, so that way I can start to lighten that roots. That's going to be more towards my hair color. Some people might want to keep it like this. I didn't need to do that because I was going to have my hair as a leave out, and I definitely needed these colors to match. So okay, so after I rinsed that out, I went ahead to tone the hair. I'm just taking 1 bottle of the Wella toner and adding that to 2 parts of developer. So I actually used the toner bottle to get an exact measurement. To that mixture, I added the red Gold Corrector. It's just gonna get rid of all those brassy tones, kind of piggyback what the toner is gonna do anyway. With this mixture though, you kind of want to let it sit for a little second. It'll start to turn like this pinkish purple, like a fuchsia color, and get a little bit thicker. That's kind of what you want, and then apply it to the hair. So very similar to that. And then here I'm just applying the toner. Most people will probably do this in the sink or whatever to the extensions, but I just wanted to show you how I'm doing it. And I would end up rubbing the hair against the toner and just trying to help that process a little bit. So you'll see the water's kind of brown. Yeah, that's just the brassiness coming out. So I did shampoo the hair with Shimmer Light. It's kind of a, make your blondes brighter shampoo. So it kind of works like a toner, but it's a shampoo. But guys, at this point, I still was unhappy. So I bleached the hair for a 3rd time. This time you see how light that hair is. And if you guys have seen my other videos, you know how bright my blonde is right now and how golden it is. But I was extremely happy with this last process. So it worked out. And everything's balayaged nicely. So this is me just double checking that I want to rinse this bleach out. But I was happy. Everything worked out. So if you could see my face in this video, you would know that I was like overjoyed. Like finally, after hours and hours of bleaching and rinsing and blow drying again, you have no idea. And surprisingly, this hair held up really well. Like you can still see that it has like a natural curl pattern. Like a natural wave, I should say. But I was extremely happy. So at this point, I had done enough bleaching and rinsing out and just everything to this hair. So I did deep condition it, but I decided to put little Roxy under a blow dryer. And this is the color. So I was really happy with the results. And my next video will be the install. So it's going to be a Kim K inspired bob. Make sure that you check the description box for all the details of the video. And I will see you guys in my next video. You can knock on my door, but ain't nobody home. I might be there,